Hello everyone, and welcome to another video here at A. Marie Cards. This is our weekly tarot reading, and we're doing this week February 16th through the 22nd, 2025. As always, for the entire month of February, we're using the Good Tarot deck. Every month we will have a new deck. Give me 1 second. How are you guys doing today? How's everything going? Give them a nice knock, and let's see what we got going on for this week. How are you guys doing? Did you have a great Valentine's Day weekend? I got kind of sick, so I am, whoop, our first one coming out, Seven of Air. I was kind of sick, so as you can tell, my voice is a little bit scratchy, but we're gonna muscle through anyway. Okay, what do we have for the collective for February 16th through the 22nd, 2025. Whoop. That one kind of wanted to fly out, so we have the Sun. That's quite a combo. And let's get one more for the collective for February 16th through the 22nd, 2025. Okay, that one just kind of flew out. And we have the Ace of Fire. Okay, right off the bat, I'm getting a feeling of don't let anyone come in and kind of throw you off your game this week. Don't let anyone come in and try to tell you what you can and cannot do, can or cannot achieve, because the Sun card tells me you're going to achieve it regardless. So there's something that you are really kind of geared up and feeling kind of passionate about. Even though these aren't in order, this is kind of the feeling I'm getting from them. But the Seven of Air corresponds to the Seven of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck. So the Seven of Swords usually hints at deception, trickery afoot. Someone around you may not have the best interest in mind for you. So now the good thing is, despite this, you seem to be going on and pushing on just fine. But I think it's important to note that there is someone or someone's around you who may not, have your best intentions in mind, or they're looking to gain from whatever it is that you're working on, but they're doing it through really nefarious or sneaky kind of ways. This card always kind of indicates that there's something going on that's a little, that's shady. There's some shady business going on. So someone around you is not too keen on this progress that you're making. The Sun card is a Major Arcana card. In the Major Arcana series, we'll get to this much later because it's a higher number card, so it's a bit later in the series. But the Sun card kind of represents like good times. It's just what it seems like. It's very positive. It's happy, warm feelings. Things are going well. The Ace of Fire corresponds to the Ace of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck, the first deck, so to speak. And so this has to do with passion and things that are really important to you, and new ideas and things like that, things that kind of really get you fired up. So having these two right next to each other kind of says not only that you're really getting impassioned about something this week. It could be something that's been carrying on since the beginning of the year. This could be a brand new idea or a brand new focus. It could be that you've already kind of completed the cycle of all the others. That's also what the Sun card could entail. It could entail that you've already kind of completed that previous big goal or big thing that you want to do, and now this is the kickoff of a new thing that you want to do. But in the midst of all of this kicking off, in the midst of all this, oh yeah, let me get going, let's get on this, I have momentum behind me, I'm really feeling positive about the last goal, I got to really easily, and I'm really, I'm feeling myself right now, I feel positive. And you want to jump into this new one, be aware that there are some folks around in the vicinity that may not be too keen on that. Now, this could also possibly represent your own internal thoughts about, this idea. Maybe you have doubts within yourself. Maybe you're like, I don't know, maybe this isn't going to work. So this is also a reminder to check your own negative thoughts on this, especially if it's something that you really feel pulled to do. But more than likely, this usually represents somebody or somebody's outside of you, outside of your internal thoughts, that is really trying to kind of like like, hesitant. And I'm getting the feeling that it's, for some of you, it's somebody that's kind of in a slightly higher position. I'm getting a feeling of someone slightly higher. So this could be a supervisor. This could be a family figure. It's someone that you usually kind of look up to. And I'm getting the feeling that maybe like this idea has kind of like, they're like, okay, the other ideas were great and all. This one though, you're going a little too far with. Now we think you're kind of going into la la land. You need to bring it back down. So it could be that these people may not necessarily have negative intentions per se, but they just can't see the vision of this. You know, they can kind of see why you want to pursue it, but they can't really see you pursuing it, I guess would be a way to put it. So it could be just a full-on hater that you're dealing with. It could be just full-on like someone who just doesn't want to see you succeed and is really upset that you not only kind of conquered this last idea, but now you've got a brand spanking new one, or you're building on that which you've already started to grow and expand. Or this could be someone who means well, but really they're like, okay, you did this one thing that was great, but now you're on this now you want to take it to another level, and I don't know about that. I don't know if that's gonna work for you or not, kind of thing. So if it's that case, if it's the case of someone who means well but just doesn't see you being able to pull it off, you can, go ahead and say, you know what, I appreciate the fact that you are looking out for me. I know you want to make sure I don't, bite off more than I can chew, but I feel like I can handle this. And I feel like you do feel like you can totally handle this. You don't have any kind of hesitation. I'm not feeling any hesitation really from you, even though I mentioned there could be some internal hesitation. The thing I'm feeling more for a lot of you, most of you, is there is some kind of outside entity, person, kind of like saying, oh, wait a minute. And like I said, for some of you, it might be someone who means well. And for others of you, it could be someone who does not mean well at all and is, for definition's sake, a hater and someone who really just does not want to see you succeed. So I think for about half of you, it's kind of a hater situation. And for the other half of you, it's someone who means well, but even though you succeeded already in part of this plan, like maybe this is a multi-step plan that you have, a multi-month or multi-week goal that you're working on, even though you may have already succeeded in quite a bit of this. So they were already kind of hesitant from the beginning, like, oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to do this. And then you got through the first few steps of it, and now you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. They're popping back up again saying, okay, well, yeah, you got through that part, but I don't know about this part now. Understand that for that half of people where it's coming from a place of well intentions, they just don't want to see you fail. And a lot of times we tend to sit there and give that kind of advice, and we mean well, and we just don't want to see the person get hurt. But ideas like this one, like the one that you have, they need to be pursued. They need to be fleshed out. They need to be explored. This is a time period where we need as many really brilliant ideas as we can get. We need as much thinking outside of the box as we can possibly get. Just as a collective, we need this right now. And there's a lot of people who don't want to do that because it's scary and I don't know what's outside of the box. But it's going to benefit not just you, but the collective in the long run by pursuing these interests that go against the grain, that are outside the box, that aren't the so-called traditional routes. I really get the feeling that for half of you, like I said, haters, but the other half of you, this is someone who is used to the traditional routes, and they're kind of nervous about you taking this non-traditional route. Just keep trucking, because your results are going to ease their fears. It may take a little bit, but your results are going to eventually ease their fears. And we'll all get to this happy little sun card. So yeah, I think that's the reading for this week. Just keep on trucking. I'm really excited about these ideas that you guys have brewing up, or these next steps that you have in your plan to move forward. I'm super excited for you all. I hope you continue to pursue them. Congrats on what you succeeded in getting so far. Because from the look of it, you guys have already made some really great steps in that direction. So keep trucking. And, if you have haters, haters gonna hate. I mean, it's just haters are gonna hate. And if it's people who mean well, just say, you know what? I've gotten this far in the journey. I want to keep going and see where this goes, but I appreciate you looking out for me And, you know, I understand you're doing it from a place of love. I think they need to know this. They need to know that you understand that this is coming from a place of love and that they're not trying to be, you know, hard-headed or stubborn, or they're not trying to be haters. They just don't want to see you, you know, fail or get discouraged. So let them know that, hey, I know the risk of this. I looked all this up and I'm going to pursue this, and I hope you will support me on the ride. Simple as that. And if they're haters, whatever. Like I said, let them hate. So yeah, that's the reading for this week. I hope you guys have an amazing week and keep that in mind. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. If this is your first time seeing me, hello, this is A. Marie Cards. I do these weekly readings. I also have a series currently running where I look at each of the major arcana cards. That's why I said we'll eventually get to the sun. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to have other goodies coming down the pipe soon for this channel too. So it'll be good to subscribe now at the beginning when we're just getting started. This is a fairly new channel, and I'm really excited to see where we go from here. So if you guys have any comments or thoughts about the reading, you can feel free to put them in the comment section. I have that open, and I will talk to you guys later. Be blessed. Bye.